Hello, this is Ryan from Superior Networks. Today we're going to talk about files and file management in the cPanel. I'm currently in the main websites one. I think we'll stick with that one. I can't think of any reason not to. So, yeah, it's going to talk about the file manager, the different options available, how web disk works, how FTP works, session control, and general things. So, the first thing I'd like to do will be to go through the backups and how they work. There's no automated backup available at the moment with this that I know about. There may be that I have just not seen. Let's try daily. And it just downloads a backup. So if we wanted to make a backup of the entire network, you just do download or generate, and it will email it to an email address. Or I can download some previous ones I've forced it to generate. If you want to restore a home directory or just a partial backup, you can do it here. And you can download the actual database backups as well. So you can download everything, for instance, in the entire home directory. You can download database backups, email forwarders, and email filters. As sometimes you may only want to download one of them as opposed to downloading everything. Next, we can move on, and we will go to the backup wizard. Now this will allow you to either backup or restore using the cPanel, and then you can either download or it will upload it. We're not going to actually go through. However, it will allow you just to either download or restore everything. This is a very easy way of doing it, and it's how we would recommend you do it should you need to. Let's just cancel that, can't be there forever otherwise. Moving on, if you go to our file manager, we go to the root directory. We don't need to show hidden files. And then dot, so that's like .htaccess or similar. And this is what our file manager looks like. It's very, very simple, quite a nice way of doing it. And this is everything that is in the directory. So if we go to the index.html, if for any reason we would like to change it so that it may be updated, instead of doing HTML editor, because HTML editor is text, and it's like lifetime, what you see is what you get editing. We use a code editor more often in Superior Networks. And as soon as you do that, you'll be able then to see as soon as it just fits to the page properly. This is all the backend code for the home page. And everything in here, even for some reason, this really ridiculous amount of empty space. Just don't know why it's there. And it won't delete either. Oh well. Does it? Then you can save changes. I haven't made any changes. And then you can close. You can also general edit. That's more for text files. And you can rename it. If you want to select more than one, you can then compress them. And you can also delete or download. Should you want to add anything to it, you can upload it and it will take you through to the uploading wizard here. And you can select which permissions. So if you want to give everyone full permission, there you go. You can also move the files within your directory. So if you want to move it from here to maybe bugs, for instance, you can move it. You can also copy it in there as well. And you can make new folders and new files from the directory. The legacy file manager is similar. Again, it's another type of online file manager, just not quite as nice and not quite as pretty to use. I would recommend using the other one, But if you do want something that's a lot more basic, a lot less options, this may be better for you. Disk space usage will show you all statistics about or it will tell you all the information about the different, basically how much storage that is being detected using the file manager. So it doesn't seem to want to load. I think my computer just doesn't really want to load it today. Okay. But that would show you a graph with your storage use. The next very unique thing, which not many other hosts offer, is web disks. Now, a web disk is, you see, I don't think I've got any on this one. No, I don't. We'll show you how to set up a web disk. If you want to access the web disk, we already have one set up by default. And we are using Windows 8. Just need to download this. And then every time I want to connect up to the web disk, I open up this. Open. And we just need to wait for the file to open. Connecting to the web disk. So as it says, it may take a few minutes. It depends on your computer and internet speed. And then it will prompt you for your username and password. You can give other people access to the web disk, in which case they will type in their username and password. But in this case, I will just type in my root username and password, as it is set up to allow that by default. And here we are. This is everything on your file system, and it might save it. And from here you can go through accessing the public HTML, and then anything you update in this, anything you edit, anything at all will automatically synchronize. So it will automatically upload it in and download and so on. And to re-access it, you just open that, save it on your desktop for you automatically, and there you have it. It's all in there, all ready to go. Every time you want to use the web disk, doesn't matter how many times you open it, it will continue to allow you to use it. It does work for Linux. It does work on Android and iOS, along with the Mac OS. If we head back to the home area of the Superior Network cPanel, you can also set up FTP accounts. And I don't know if it has one by default. It'd be useful if it did. It does. It has the Superior Networks one. Now, if I just open up, I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not. If I just open up the FileZilla FTP client, I've just opened up. I'm running Windows 8, so if you can't see that, I do apologise. It might not allow me to do it, or at least for you to see it. And here we are. This is FileZilla. This is an FTP client. You can download it freely off the internet. And if we just do configure client, you can download the config file, or we can just connect to it. So we're using ftp.superior networks, username superior1, oopsies, superior1, entering my password and connecting. don't need to remember the password, it's completely pointless. Oh. Try doing that. There we go. And then you've got access to all your files. It's just another way of doing it. And obviously you can save it in if you want by going in. We'll do the whole tutorial on FileZilla FTP client in another tutorial. But that is just a basic, quick setup of how to set up your FTP client. And last but definitely not least, we're going to go into the FTP session control. And you can see that at the moment I'm connected up to FTP. So if I terminate the connection and reload, no longer connected. If I reconnect, I am. Obviously I can then terminate the connection as well. Connection closed by the server. So if I try and go back into it, it will re-allow it. So I hope that's been of use to you. I'd like to thank you for watching as well. If you have any queries about file management in cPanel version 3, I believe we're in. I think we're in version 3. Well, yes, if you have any queries in this, please do feel free to drop us a message. There'll be an email address as well in the description, along with a link to the main website. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.